guys. So this is my first ever YouTube channel video. So my name is Michaela Bovin Smith. Yes, I have two last names. I actually have two middle names too. So basically I recorded this whole thing before, but my video got deleted off my computer. So here we are again. My friends convinced me to make this YouTube. Sorry, I've had acid reflux and Braxton Hicks right now, so bear with me. My friends convinced me to make this. I post a lot on my social media, basically on Instagram and Snapchat. So, because a lot of my friends question things and they have so many questions, so I was like, oh, well, so and so is asking this too, so I'll just post it. And then I got a lot more moms who were like, oh, hey, like, can you share this too? And it's nice that like I'm able to help people. But honestly, most of my stuff is from things that I learned from friends and family over the years, and even recently too. So, but a little about me. I am 23 years old. My favorite color is purple. If you can't see, I have purple hair. Um, my husband's name is Kevin. He's 25. We've been married for 6 months. Not terribly long, but it's been great. So I have a 2.5-year-old from a previous relationship, and I am 31 weeks pregnant with our daughter. So here we are. I'm a huge talker, so I'm sorry if you get bored with the things that I say. But I'm very awkward when it comes to recording myself because I'm literally just talking to myself. And that's a good way to make me feel crazy. So, um, a little more about me. I am wild. Like, I'm the wild child. Um, I always do the unexpected. And by that, I mean, like, if somebody tells me I can't do it, I'll do it. So, I used to have friends in high school that I would talk about, like being in the fire academy, and they're like, "Oh, you're not that tough," and I was like, "That's what you think." So I basically made it my life goal, or my high school goal, to prove a lot of people wrong. So I wouldn't consider myself girly. I wouldn't consider myself a tomboy. Like I was really into makeup. I obviously cared about my appearance, but I also was just like I knew that I could do things that people think I couldn't. So I remember having a conversation and my friends just like were kind of like shitting on me basically. So I joined the fire academy that my school offered um, when I was 16. Yes, I was 16. And then right after my 17th birthday, I found out I got pregnant in high school. So I had to drop out. But then a month and a half later, unfortunately, I suffered a miscarriage. So that was definitely life changing for me. I knew I wanted to get back into that because actually, right before I found out I was pregnant too, I joined the military. So, and that's another thing that my friends did not support me on. They all thought I was crazy. They all thought that I was in over my head. And, they might have been right, but. So, anyways, so I went into firefighting my senior year because my junior year is when I had my miscarriage and had to drop out. So, senior year, I pushed myself to focus solely on firefighting and, getting work done and stuff like that. And I passed. So I took the practical test. I passed. 4 hours later, I walked across the stage to graduate high school. So that was a very big day for me. I was ecstatic because I just passed all my practical exams. Went to get my hair and makeup done by my wonderful friend Melissa. So she still does it. So if you guys are looking for somebody, hit her up. But she's about to have a baby too. So I'm very excited for her. Um, Walked across graduation. I did not want to go to graduation itself. Um, I did not care for high school. I just, wanted to get out and into the world. So 10 days after I graduated high school, I left for Army basic training. Um, and that was one hell of experience. Let me tell you, I made so many lifelong friends, um, so many life lessons, and I learned that my body could be pushed so far, so much further than I ever thought it could. Um, and not even just my body, like my mind too, because they even tell you in basic training it's mind over matter, and let me tell you, that is so 100% true. Whatever you think that you can't do, you won't be able to do it because you have that mindset. But if you set your mind to it and you go and like headstrong and go into it, let me tell you, you'll accomplish amazing things. After I graduated boot camp, I moved to Kansas. I was there for I was there for 2 years actually. So I was trying to think, almost three, but I think it's just two. So I had my son in Kansas at a military hospital, and let me tell you, that will never happen again. Not that I don't like the military, but their military doctors are not professional whatsoever. The treatment I experienced there um, was just unbelievable. But going back to resilience, the Army goes through a resilience training program, actually, that they have available. And, ooh, I'm getting a phone call. Okay, sorry, Kevin called me. So, he just got a haircut and he needed to tell me about it. So he gets very excited when he gets haircuts. Basically, the training and everything, just to be resilient, basically. They have this analogy where you need to picture yourself as a tennis ball. And when someone throws you against a wall, you bounce back. So, that's kind of like, I didn't have that mindset going into labor with my son, but I've been researching all types of natural births, and at least all of them say that, you have to have the correct mindset when going into this to be able to have in ouch, to have the birth that you want, especially when it comes to all natural births. So that being said, with my daughter, I'm planning to have a water birth with no medication, which is a complete opposite of my son. So they gave me pain medications, unfortunately, without my consent. Um, they just put it in my IV. They just said, hey, we're going to give this to you, and didn't tell me what it was. It made me very loopy, and it made me not feel good. And then when I got the epidural, they had put my epidural in wrong, and I felt everything on my right side. My whole left side was numb, and I couldn't even move, and it just was a horrible experience. So this time around, I'm hoping to change that. But I want to get to the level of the mindset I was at in basic, because let me tell you, your girl cried all the time. I thought I was going to fail, but I pushed through. Definitely with the help of my family. My family really pushed me, and they had so much confidence in me, and I didn't notice. So when they started pushing that confidence, and I guess like opening my eyes more, I felt more confident about myself, and I felt more confident in what I was doing. So it was definitely beneficial, and it was an amazing experience, like I said. I would do it over and over again. Anyways, that too. I love being a mom. Just Wyatt definitely keeps me on my toes. He teaches me so many things, And he doesn't even know half of what I know. And he's just so brilliant. I never can be thankful enough to have such a little pure human being teach me the things that I know today. I thought I knew what patience was, and I did not. He definitely makes me take a step back and slow down and look at everything from a different perspective. Um, he definitely teaches me patience every day. And then he's just like always on the go, and it's just the best thing to watch. But he just amazes me, especially like the way little kids just absorb so much. But then, he reminds me that, it's okay. So when I'm overwhelmed and I'm upset, he goes, "It's okay, mama." And it just melts me right to my core. I always want to cry. And it's very, very bittersweet. Going from your. I'm going to cry. It has been so emotional. Seeing him these last few weeks. Not that, I don't want more kids, but I just saw this long post today about, how that he was my first, he'll always be my first. And it's just something so special, when you have children. I've really been noticing that Wyatt is so cuddly recently, and he never wants to be held. He is always so independent, which I absolutely love. And it's great because he doesn't rely on anybody. Um, he definitely is his own person, and I love seeing his personality grow. But we try to explain to him, oh, like Sissy's in mommy's belly. And I think he's kind of getting the fact that, he's not going to be my only baby. And it just kind of makes me sad because, I love Wyatt and I know that he's going to be such a great brother, but I feel so bad because it's just like, his whole life is going to change too. Um, even though like I'm still going to be his mom and I'm still going to love him just the same, it's like, it's definitely going to be changing. So, but when he's here at my house, he just wants to do everything with me. He just follows me around, and usually he's very, like I said, independent. So he'll just chill out, play with his toys. And recently, I've been like, when I shower, he comes in the bathroom and he's already got his diaper, his pull up off, and he goes, "Mama, I shower too. Wyatt shower too." And I'm like, "Whoa, dude, what? No." But then I like take a step back and I'm like, it's not like am gonna have a chance just to have it with me and him, like in just a few weeks we're gonna have another little baby, and it's not just gonna be Wyatt. So I'm trying to do everything I can with him in this amount of time, just so he knows that he's still my baby, even though he's a toddler. Even though he can be a terror sometimes, it's definitely hard watching him, And I know, like, he doesn't get upset about it, but it's like the way that he knows. It amazes me. And it's kind of like poor Wyatt because his room's being overtaken by baby stuff, so because his little sister's gonna be in here with him. Little does he know. But no, we have a bassinet, so we'll put it next to our bed for the first few months, but they're gonna have to share a room until we can get a house. So I mean, I don't know if I shared a room with my brothers, but I know when my brothers were born, I was not happy. I did not. I wanted my mom to take them back to the hospital and return them. I just did not want to share anything. I had an older brother already. And then when my first younger brother came, it was, ugh. I gave him chicken pox. So I'm still not sorry because, brothers. And then I remember when my youngest brother was born, oh man, I was pissed. I was hot pissed. Let me tell you. He was born in December. First of all, I was already pissed because my birthday was in December. Um, when I remember when my mom told me, "Oh, he might be born on your birthday," I remember saying, "No, thank you." Like I did not want a baby to be born on my birthday. Like that was my birthday. It was a special day for me. And then after he was born, it was never special anymore because I had to share a birthday with him, and so I was like more resentful over the years. Um, until obviously we got older, and then I was like, oh, I guess this kid's cool, whatever. Jace, if you're seeing this, I'm just saying that. Sometimes I still want to punch you. Anyways, that being said, I love Jason, so I don't think I don't. But anyways, I remember we my mom's aunt had picked me up and I was supposed to go to school, but my mom was in labor and I was like, "Oh, can we like go see my mom?" And she said, "Oh no, she's having a baby." And I said, "I don't want the baby. I just want my mom." And yeah, then she came home with Jace and I was just like, "No. Can we take him back?" Cuz at that point I had no sisters. I had three brothers and I was just over it. I just wanted that one to go back for the longest time. So, but let me tell you, growing up with all brothers was definitely hard. Um, Especially because my brothers were not nice whatsoever. The oldest one, Mark, he could be a bully. Like he was like a kind of like a gentle giant, but then like when the giant had anger issues, like he'd literally sit on me. Um, then I had, oh man, then I had Jacob, who was younger than me. We still kind, I mean, I don't talk to him now, but as a kid, I hated him. I don't know what about him. Jace too. Just they would just do things. They would look at me wrong, and I would just like, don't look at me. Like I just had those feelings against my brothers because they were so mean to me. And every time they did something, they would blame me. But nobody messes with the baby girl. Because let me tell you, my grandparents loved me. My parents, not so much. I was a kind of a little shit as a kid. Not going to lie. But whatever. They didn't give me away. They didn't put me up for adoption. They could have. They had every opportunity to put me up for adoption, and they chose not to. So that's on them, not me. But no, I just remember I used to get in trouble a lot, and then I would always fight with the boys, and it would be just constant. Now, I don't really talk to my brothers. Kind of just live my own life. Um, Jace is still in high school, so I kind of, feel bad for him because he can't really do much. Not that he can't do much, it's just like he can't really drive. So sometimes I go pick him up, hang out with him, but then, little siblings get so annoying real quick. So I'm just like, okay, you can go back home. And just like, I'm like, text my dad, I'm like, I'm bringing your child back. So, hopefully Wyatt is not like that. I'm not, I do not raise Wyatt the way I was raised. So I guess we'll see. Um, yeah, not that I hate my siblings. I just sometimes they're non-tolerable, and that makes it hard. Oh, Kevin has arrived home. How lovely. He always makes fun of me when I video record myself. So there's that. Ooh, I'm having another Braxton Hick. They get so uncomfortable. So, but okay, I'm gonna end this because it's already been 20 minutes. So I hope you guys enjoyed my little chit chat. I really enjoy, talking about a lot of things and sharing experiences. It's always a fun time. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.